Hi everyone, welcome to the Monday edition of Source 16 News. I'm Eddie Owen. Thanks for joining us. A Crofton woman is behind bars after trying to rob a pharmacy today. The Christian County Sheriff's Department says Deanna Dukes of Crofton entered Crofton Pharmacy and told technicians she had a gun and demanded a painkiller known as Dilaudid. Employees told Dukes no, and she left the store. Deputies located Dukes shortly after responding to the call, walking down Madisonville Road. Dukes was arrested and charged with first-degree robbery and transported to the Christian County Jail. A Hopkinsville man was arrested yesterday after a 1-year-old was found crawling in the middle of the street. A woman called police after she found a small child in the middle of East 12th Street. The woman told police she walked the child back to its home and made several attempts to find an adult but was unsuccessful. When police arrived, they reportedly had to knock twice before 27-year-old Michael Boyd answered. Boyd told police he was playing a video game and didn't notice the boy was gone or hear anyone knocking on the door. Boyd was also watching 3 other children who were all under the age of 5. Police arrested Boyd for wanton endangerment, and he was lodged in the Christian County Jail. April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. And to raise awareness about child abuse and neglect, officials at a Hopkinsville daycare center hosted a luncheon and passed out dozens of flyers to area parents about this disturbing crime. Director of House of Angels Child Care Center, Teresa Childs, explains why it's important to her to spread the message.
Well, as child care providers, we just feel that it's important that our children are safe. In Kentucky, the numbers are rising of the abuse and neglect cases. So definitely, if we can put any information out there to prevent child abuse or neglect from happening, we definitely want to do so.
During the luncheon, Childs spoke to each parent at the 1015 Skyline Drive business. According to her, every 8 minutes, a child is reported abused or neglected in Kentucky, and 30 children died in 2008 as a result of abuse. A Fort Campbell soldier is in stable condition today after he was life-flighted to Vanderbilt University Medical Center Sunday night. Clarksville police say around 7 p.m., 33-year-old Carlos Bourne was traveling alone on Pembroke Road out of Kentucky into Clarksville when he lost control of his Chevy Tahoe and left the roadway. Police say Bourne's Tahoe then crossed 2 driveways, hit a culvert, went airborne, and collided with a tree in the yard at 3418 Pembroke Road. The 33-year-old captain was reportedly not wearing his seatbelt, and police believe speed may have played a factor in that wreck. The Pennyrile Area Development District Board of Directors were updated by the Delta Regional Authority Federal Co-Chairman Chris Massengill today. Massengill spoke about multiple factors that affect the region's workforce, but stressed the importance of having a healthy workforce.
Having a healthy workforce is just as important as having an educated workforce. It's important on the bottom line for businesses, it's about productivity, and now it's about future investments. When corporations and companies are looking to relocate or start up new industries, they're not just looking at one component. They're looking at multiple components. And 9 times out of 10, they've already done the research before you've done the research.
Another factor Massengill focused on that he believes is important is small business development with an emphasis on entrepreneurship.
And we know that 44% of all small businesses make up the private sector employment in this country. We also know that from the last 30 years, all new net job creation comes from firms that have been in existence, small business firms, less than 5 years. One of the ways that we are targeting at the Delta Regional Authority is trying to put a greater emphasis on this component of the 4 things that we prioritize for our investments.
Meanwhile, 8th District Representative John Tilley of Hopkinsville announced to the board the Penal Code reform bill that he sponsored passed in the House with a 96-1 vote and passed 38-0 in the Senate. So many veterans can feel confused about benefits and services they've earned. That's why the nonprofit organization Disabled American Veterans offered free services today to help local veterans to file their claims. National Service Officer Joseph Weatherford met with dozens of veterans in a mobile service office at the Hopkinsville DAV branch located at North Main Street.
My office, our office is based out of Louisville, which is quite a ways away. The importance of it is a lot of times veterans out in this areas are elderly or disabled and have a hard time getting into the regional office in Louisville. So we, a couple times a year, we take the DAV Mobile Service Office out into the areas of the state, the more rural areas of the state, and provide claims assistance, give them information and guidance, and help file claims and things for veterans out in these areas.
According to Weatherford, staffers are able to help veterans with their claims in the mobile DAV office as if they were in an actual office.
Well, the DAV Mobile Service Office is just that. It's a mobile office. We provide the same assistance, we're able to provide the same assistance here as if the veteran was coming in our office, our DAV National Service Office in Louisville, Kentucky. We have internet access, we have laptop computers, we have all the VA forms and applications here on the mobile van. We can pretty much do 3/4 of what we would do in a normal office. We kind of go through the records, we pick apart their information that they give us, and determine what the best course of action is.
For more information about veteran services, contact the Disabled American Veterans of Hopkinsville, 270-889-0564. Mayfield Police Department will soon be conducting traffic safety checkpoints around Graves County. Officers will be checking for children that are not properly seated and child restraints, impaired drivers, and the use of seat belts. The checkpoints will be conducted in various locations throughout Mayfield that are experiencing a high ratio of crashes resulting in injury or death. Checkpoints will be on US 45 at South 16th Street, James and the Dick Castleman Bypass, on Kentucky 121 from the Dick Castleman Bypass to the entrance of Graves County High School, on Kentucky 5880 from the Dick Castleman Bypass to Old Dublin Road, on Kentucky 303 from Paris Road to Charles Drive, and on 10th Street from Farthing Street to southern city limits. Motorists traveling in Hopkins County tomorrow should be aware of some road work in the area. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet will restrict traffic to one lane on Kentucky 813 to allow a deck overlay on the Wendell Ford Western Kentucky Parkway overpass. The work zone lane restriction with alternating traffic controlled by an automated signal will be at Kentucky 813 around the 7-mile marker. Work at the site is expected to be complete around May 10th. Motorists should use caution in the work zone where equipment and construction personnel will be on the roadway in close proximity to traffic flow. If you wish to vote in the upcoming primary election, you only have a week left to register. The deadline to register for the May primary is next Monday. County clerk's offices across the state will be accepting voter registration cards until close of business that day. Voters who have moved recently, especially from one county to another, will need to update their voter registration so that they are allowed to vote on Election Day. Also, minors who are 17 years old but will be 18 on or before the general election November 8th are eligible to register and entitled to vote in the upcoming primary, but they're not eligible to vote in special elections unless they are 18. Voter registration applications must be postmarked by April 18th in order to be accepted. Cards can also be obtained online at vote.ky.gov/register. Well, here's a look at some upcoming Chamber events brought to you by the Hopkinsville Christian County Community Vision Plan. The Chamber of Commerce invites you to attend the Lunch and Learn series on Tuesday, April 12th from 11:30 to 1 p.m. at the Commerce Center located at 2800 Fort Campbell Boulevard. This informative seminar will be presented by Chamber staffers who will cover strategies to help with networking success at meetings and business events. The cost is $15 to attend, and for more information, contact the Chamber of Commerce at 270-885-9096. Chamber officials will be hosting a ribbon-cutting ceremony Thursday, April 14th at 11 a.m. at 1007 South Virginia Street to welcome Eastview Baptist Church as the Chamber's newest member. Also, Morningside Ministries, one of the Chamber's newer members, will be hosting an eye-opener breakfast Tuesday, April 19th at 7:30 a.m. at the James E. Bruce Convention Center. You can come hear the latest information about their plans in Hopkinsville. For more information, contact the Chamber at 885-9096. And the Chamber and Economic Development Council are still accepting donations to the American Red Cross for the crisis in Japan. Interested businesses and individuals can participate in the fundraiser by sending donations to the Commerce Center at 2800 Fort Campbell Boulevard. Checks should be made out to the American Red Cross, with Japan noted in the memo, to ensure that funds are sent directly to that relief effort. For more information, call 885-9096. These chamber events are brought to you by the Hopkinsville Christian County Vision Plan. Now get your numbers ready. Tuesday's Mega Millions jackpot is $58 million. Wednesday's Powerball jackpot, $27 million.